This one key Bitcoin metric has just had a weekly cross, flip bullish, and the last time this happened, there was over a 450% gains. Some analysts are claiming that this points to a $225,000 price target before end of year for Bitcoin. If you guys are excited to hear about how Bitcoin's golden cross is not only going to establish a massive explosive price gain for the main King Corn himself, but as always, the rest of the industry will come rushing up alongside it, then go ahead, destroy that like button. We're going to be going through everything magic about this moment with Bitcoin, as well as what I think is going to happen next and the coins that I'm allocating the absolute most to in this magical moment before the true euphoria ensues. You guys are definitely going to want to watch this one front to back. If you're excited, smash that like button. Go ahead, hit that little thumb. It's a free and easy way to support the channel. It really helps me out and I appreciate it. As always, if you guys want to know about the next 100x before it happens, then all you have to do is subscribe and put that bell notification on, and you'll be made aware of my content before anyone else in the world. With that said, let's dive in. In the absolute news of the day, a Bitcoin bullish cross on the weekly chart paints a $225,000 BTC price target if history repeats. Now, the weekly MACD delivered a 6-month gain of 450% last time it flipped into bullish territory. Now, Bitcoin was wowing the markets by holding $50,000, but a bullish metric is pointing to much larger potential gains. Data from TradingView now clearly shows that the weekly moving average convergence divergence, MACD, indicator for Bitcoin USD has flipped from red to green. This is huge and bullish, and it very rarely happens. As you can see down here in the red territory, this is what we've been waiting for. This is what Crown said we were waiting for, and this stuff is fundamentally very, very important for momentum. As you can see, this is coming in right as we're trying to push up towards those highs, and last time this happened back in November, we had a massive, massive price surge. The last time this occurred, we saw a 5.5x increase from 11,000 to 64.5. And if history should repeat itself, Bitcoin could end up over at $220,000 or greater by the end of the year or early 2022. Anthony Pompliano of Twitter fame, says that this is in accordance with Plan B's worst case scenario, going to be above 135,000. Now, Pomp is very, very, very low key about making price predictions, but he's saying, look, we're going to have a blow off top, and it would not surprise me to see something crazy like that happen before the end of this year. Now, if you guys know what a blow off top is, this is one of the most key pieces of information because a blow off top looks like this. It's not really that good. In reality, if you want to prepare for a blow off top, you should have like cells set in motion, or when things get absolutely super pointy and up, if Bitcoin doubles in a day or something crazy like that, then you should be ready essentially to sell those bags, because probably it won't hold those prices if it has that big of a geometric jump all at once. And this is after, of course, we see it move up to 120,000. If we then see it jump from there, double up or something like that, that would mean that we're probably in blow off top territory, which of course would mean that the entire market is very, very vulnerable, and it's time to take a lot of profits because this might be the last hurrah before the crypto bear cycle. I do believe that we're still in bear cycle territory. We're not worked our way out of the bear cycle just yet. However, this bear cycle won't be anything like the last bear cycles because of the wild momentum going on in NFTs. There is nothing that can stop this NFT train. It has almost nothing to do with Bitcoin, and it will, in my opinion, be the lead factor in the decoupling. But before we get carried away with decoupling talk, we need to understand that Bitcoin is going to lead the entire market to the upside, and it looks like allocating your bets to the most important L1s like Cardano, Solana, Polygon, of course BSC, all of the big L1s, Polkadot, which I've been talking about a lot lately as it's been lagging behind, and main coins like Ethereum, Chainlink, all of the big classic blue chip projects are going to go absolutely parabolic, as well as key low caps or mid caps in trending narratives of DeFi and NFTs, and specifically gaming. So as we talk about which coins I'm going to be looking at for this extreme value accrual phase, obviously, like I said, all of these L1s, most likely Doge will have its day again. I personally don't trade a lot of Doge, but I will buy a little bag. I'm thinking somewhere around here is probably not too bad. It looks pretty stable around this 30-cent price point. I mean, it does not look like it wants to go down. It's looking like the rest of the market, literally bottomed, reversed, and now looking to explode back up. I do think Doge is a meme that will keep going, whether anybody likes it or not. And then as I look to other coins on the market, I'm also looking for things that got absolutely destroyed on their way down, like International internet computer, it wouldn't surprise me. This thing is 90% down from its highs. It would not surprise me at all to see this thing make its way back up. As we look at this chart, it's one of the most memeable crash charts ever. But look, it's completely stable now. Completely stable now around this price point and probably going to grow. Stuff like this is what I'd look for. If it's in that highly traded, super liquid, high volume territory of the top 100 and it's got a huge price decrease deficit from its all-time high, those are good opportunities to look at. Of course, we have the gaming behemoth in Axie Infinity, and I believe that that's paving the way for a lot of low to mid cap gaming projects, which we'll be covering here on the channel ad nauseum, as I think those are the biggest long-term opportunities and the most likely to hold their value during the, inevitable bear market. Algorand is another ecosystem that gets very little love, very little coverage. And of course, Lido staked Ether, we see this. This to me means that Lido might be an undervalued DeFi project. One of my favorite projects, Thorchain, obviously one to watch. It had a big exploit and some FUD. Those are usually good buying opportunities if projects have good long-term potential. And Thorchain as a cross-chain, non-custodial, decentralized exchange between L1s is going to do really well as we look at a situation where Binance and other KYC'd exchanges are not allowing for any level of withdrawal without KYC. I wanted to point out that there's now an NFT collectibles tab here on CoinGecko, so it becomes a lot easier to look through and find what's going on with these NFT collectibles. Now, as you can see, it's very unclear sometimes the 24-hour volume, the 24-hour floor price change, I believe is what they're showing here. As you can see, the data sets for NFTs are still so cavemanish and early that it's hard to even track this stuff. But the CyberKong's Genesis has been an incredible holder. World of Women has done really well. And of course, I've been going crazy on art blocks, just absolutely nuts on art blocks, Bored Apes and CryptoPunks, as those are sort of my blue chip collections. And they've been just absolutely explosive. I cannot wait for tomorrow's episode of Non-Fungible Tuesdays, where we're going to bring on one of the first high art concept pieces that ever took place in the NFT space. Now, of course, if you're really brilliant and ahead of the class, you might be able to predict what we're talking about here, but I think it's going to be extremely educational for you guys. So make sure you're here tomorrow for the live stream for Non-Fungible Tuesdays, as this is going to be one of the most important episodes we've done. I believe it's going to deliver some absolutely astounding alpha to you. But just so you see here, these top collections, as shown by CoinGecko, are things that you want to be tracking here, because these JPEGs are having astronomical price increases. Now, of course, 99% of these will go to zero. You will lose all your money, but there will be a small subset that hold and grow and remain stores of value. It's a very interesting thing we're seeing develop right in front of our eyes. So to recap, we have a new explosive turn of events on the Bitcoin weekly chart and the MACD, and that would indicate a 5.5x growth or $225,000 blow-off top price accrual target, and that would be an amazing result for Bitcoin, and that would of course lead it to be almost as big as the market cap of gold. What we do know for sure is that as Bitcoin grows, we're going to see astronomical price rises out of the hottest coins in the space, from Cardano to Ethereum to the other L1s, DeFi and NFT projects. If you want to allocate, quite simply buy those L1s, not financial advice, just a strategy that has worked for me and pretty much everyone else in history. Buy those L1s, ride the wave up, take profits as Bitcoin starts to reach an absolute blow off top. And then of course, my plan is to hold stable coins for a while, wait for the market to settle, and then ape back into Ethereum and Bitcoin at the lows. Now, of course, I do believe that there will be several projects that buck the bear market, and they will do this with users and user adoption. And this will come in the form of NFTs. Maybe some DeFi will be able to pull it off, though this last bear correction was pretty rough on the DeFi projects. Only I think Luna and Anchor Protocol really maintained their double-digit yields of about 20% on stablecoins. And I do believe that as we see this over time, gaming and NFT projects will show that the users of their ecosystems don't really care about the price of Bitcoin. And that is extremely bullish. So as we come into this final act of 2021, I can't help but be super grateful that what we're witnessing here is probably going to retire many people, provide financial freedom, and a ton of opportunities, lifetime, life-changing opportunities to build wealth, protect your families, and of course, join into one of the biggest cultural, economic, transitional, technological revolutions that will ever take place in the form of crypto. I hope you guys are having fun. I know I'm having a blast. If you guys got some value out of this one, make sure you smash that like button. Remember that each and every comment on this video is entered to win your own hardware wallet. As always, always, if you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button and make sure you have that bell notification on. That way, when I come out with my new gems next week or the day after, or my NFT playlist, you will be the first people to know what I'm thinking, and you can get ahead of these astronomical price rises that we've been seeing all across the board. If you guys are excited for that, again, smash that like button. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon on the next episode.